Skills and agents are just text documents with instructions on what to do, and they are being read by your AI whenever you tell it to. That's it. So those are skills and those are agents. What is the difference between them though? If it's just text with instructions. So the difference is that skills are instructions that are being loaded by the conversation that is going in this window by this AI with the entire context of the entire conversation. He reads those instructions and then he follows them. Agents are just the same instructions, but it's a new AI session, not this one that you have been talking to, but a new session that reads instructions and executes those instructions plus the instructions that were given by this session, by this context, basically. So instead of this entire context window being loaded plus the instruction, a new session is being loaded with just a small prompt about this size or this size, something like this, and with the instructions that are already embedded in the agent. So that's it. And when people say working with agents and all of that is just a fancy word to say that you are talking with AI and you are describing to him what you want to be done. That's it. It's so simple. Let me show you. For example, in Valo, you have voice transcription and you just talk and you describe what you want to be done. And you can talk to 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. It doesn't matter. Claude can easily parse it all out and understand what you need, present you options, and you can build stuff together. You can create your own workflows, your own agents, your own skills, whatever you want. And that's it. For example, prompt engineer. It was just a skill that we created together. I've seen an article by Anthropic about the best practices on prompting 4.7 or Haiku specifically, which are Claude models. So I just said, hey Claude, go online, read this article, and then create a skill that will follow those instructions. And that's it. And Claude does that, and now you have a prompt engineer skill, which you can delete or hide from context, so it will not pollute the conversation, because every tool is being sent every turn you're sending. I know it's maybe a little bit too much if you just came to learn the difference between skills and agents, but if you're working with AI, you have to know this. You have to know that every message you send, this entire conversation is being read from scratch by a fresh session. That's just how every AI works. Yes, it has some caching and stuff like that, but generally that's how it works. You can copy this conversation like this, open a new chat tab, paste it, and keep talking, and the AI will not even notice. Well, it will, but it will just keep working as if nothing happened because it can still recollect, but it will not have, for example, the code snippets that are missing from the UI. That was just very specific example, so I had to correct myself kind of. But basically what you need to know that all of the tools that Claude has are being sent every turn, and that is filling the context window, which you can see here. That's your bar. You see 40%. The more I talk, the bigger the context window becomes, and then it basically reaches compaction. When the conversation is being summarized, a new session is reading it, and then it's continuing the conversation. Basically, you need to understand that when Claude is replying, he's pretending as if though he was there this entire time, where in fact, he just came, read what was there before him, and he is replying to you as if he was there. That's why it's so funny to me when people try to complain or blame the AI for doing a mistake where in fact he wasn't the one that did the mistake. The thinking process of that mistake is already gone. What's left is only the result, the mistake. So the next turn can only speculate on what happened. And that's the best case scenario. The worst case scenario is where people start to complain and then Claude just starts to apologize and doing the apologetic ritual that doesn't even help because you can't even understand or fix the underlying problem. Well, anyway, I think that was enough. My original plan was to upload a video, like a super short one, where I just explained the difference between skills and agents, and that it's just a text document with instructions. Don't overthink it at all. It's a lot of the times Claude will just offer to create a skill or an agent himself. So if you want something done, you just get Valo on getvalo.dev and you describe what you want, and it's going to get done. That's it. You just describe what you want, you iterate. If something breaks, you describe exactly what broke. Claude fixes it. That's it. You just need to keep in mind that whatever you need to build, it needs a lot of iterations because Claude can't hold all of the project context, right? Look, this is the project map of Valo. It has 241,000 lines of code. There is absolutely no way that Claude can know what's going on. He's coming, he's seeing whatever I'm talking about, and maybe we need to fix something specific, and then, okay, he can read those files. You see, only those, because those files are touching each other. If he needs to touch something else, he will send a background agent, and then that background agent will explore other files, and then he will report back. Basically, Claude is acting in the same way as if you are acting. You're coming to Claude and prompting him to do something. Claude is doing the same stuff basically. He's prompting other agents to do stuff for him to not bloat the context because he can't possibly read a project as big as this. So yeah, watch. If you're new to building with AI and you want to, really watch my videos. Remember to keep stuff modular. Don't make code files bigger than 500 lines, 400 lines. Start with something small. Tell your Claude to keep files around 200 lines, 250 lines. And this is going with the minimum, and I'll tell you why. For example, if you will read Anthropic's own style guide that leaked when Claude Code leaked, you can see that the style guide they have is 600 lines per file, which is completely fine. But the problem with that is that when your style guide says 600 lines, that means that when a new feature is being built, Claude is going to initially build it with 600 lines. That means that when you are adding something, it's going to grow past 1,000 lines, and then it's too much. So start with 200 lines, and then when it's going to grow, it's going to naturally grow to a comfortable size of 400 to 600 lines, and it's going to be perfect. That's it. I think I talked enough. Thank you for listening. Go check out getvalo.dev. Come to the Discord if you want to try it out, and I'll catch you in the next one.